What is up, budget billers? My name is Trail, and yesterday marked the anniversary for President Biden. He has now been in office for a full 1 year. He ended up having a press conference to discuss his anniversary and all of the things that he was able to accomplish so far, or should I say wasn't able to accomplish. Let's just say he was pretty much apologizing to the American people. Also, guys, hey, the website to order those free at-home COVID tests went live yesterday, but some people were complaining that they were unable to actually order them. They were experiencing some type of difficulties. Also, guys, the Biden administration is also going to offer free masks to American people. So that makes free COVID infection, free COVID tests, free vaccinations, free booster shots, free COVID at home tests, and now free mask. The government is involved with the entire COVID tree of life. Anyways, guys, hey, finally, we could be preparing to go to war with Russia. Well, the discussions are heating up lately, and it looks like Russia is gearing up right now. I'm going to share the details with you today. But first, if you're interested in any of these particular topics today and you want to be a part of this channel, be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to it. It's totally free. And if you end up liking this video today, go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel. Now, let's go ahead and jump right back into this video. Hey, real quick, guys. Hey, I wanted to ask you for your support and your help on my new YouTube channel that we'll be launching sometime this month. Now, it's called Budget Bill Finance, and I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, guys. So can you help me today? I'm going to be talking about how to grow your wealth, how to invest in stocks, and how to invest in real estate, as well as showing you guys what I'm actually doing outside of YouTube. So if you want to be a part of that channel, be so kind to go ahead and subscribe to it today. I hope to see you guys there. Now, that link will be down below in the description. Those at-home COVID tests, guys, is officially available for you to order online. But some people were actually stating that they were having a little bit of trouble ordering those COVID tests yesterday. Now, there are two websites in which you can order these free at-home COVID tests. The first website is covidtest.gov, and I will also include a link down below in the description. The second website is special.usps.com/testkit. Now, both of these websites, you can go online and order those COVID tests to be mailed to you to your home address. Now, I will say the covidtest.gov, that website, filling out that information was a little bit difficult. So I would recommend that you at least try the USPS.com's website, because that literally took about 60 seconds to order those at least 4 tests to be mailed to you at your home. But that's not the only thing that the government is offering to us today, guys. They are now ordering about 400 million N95 masks to be available for Americans for totally free. So as I stated earlier in the video, guys, the government is involved with the total COVID tree of life. They have given us the infection. They have given us free booster shots. They have given us free vaccinations. They have given us free COVID tests, and now free at-home COVID tests. And now they are giving us free N95 masks. All for free for the American people and other individuals that live in America as well. But these N95 masks are going to be available very soon, guys. The Biden administration is ordering those right now. And soon you should be able to pick those up at your local pharmacies as well as grocery stores as well. So be on the lookout for that information coming soon, guys. But in other news, guys, hey, we could be on the verge of going to war with Russia. And yes, President Biden says that Russia is likely to invade Ukraine. And what this means for the United States is that we are going to be protecting and helping Ukraine if they are invaded by Russia. Now, the Biden administration has already reached out to Russia and their leadership and told them that they highly encourage them not to invade in Ukraine. Right here in this article, it says that Biden warns of disaster for Russia if they further invade Ukraine. So yes, guys, we have put the threat out there to Russia, but I don't know exactly how Russia is going to take that threat from the United States. You know, there is some tension going on between those two countries, but President Biden said that I think what you're going to see is that Russia will be held accountable if it invades, and it depends on what it does, the president said, signaling the concern over repercussions on the U.S. and its allies if it is forced to impose significant economic sanctions on Russia that are likely going to cut it off from the international finance market. And yes, he said that I want to be clear with you, the serious imposition of sanctions relative to dollar transactions and other things are things that are going to have a negative impact on the United States, as well as negative impacts on the economies of Europe, as well as a devastating impact on Russia. So yes, guys, the Biden administration is putting their foot down and telling Russia, hey, you don't want to go to war with Ukraine. If you do, you're going to have to face economic disaster from the United States. So guys, Russia is now gearing up to do something. We don't know what they're going to be doing as of yet, but they are still planning on right now. They're gearing up their equipment, their people, and their army, their war, and everything like that. They're gearing up to do something. So we could be on the verge of going to war with Russia, but we're just going to have to follow the story to see what goes on in the near future. In other news, guys, hey, yesterday, the airlines actually did suspend U.S. flights in response to the 5G deployment that was administered by AT&T and Verizon. I told you guys yesterday on the video that the airlines, from all of them, Delta, American Airlines, United Airlines, all of them have stated that this 5G deployment could cause damage and distractions to the equipment of the major airlines. And as of yesterday, guys, they put out a statement and said, due to the deployment of 5G communications in the USA, we will not be able to operate the following flights of the 19th January of 2022. The airline said, listing 4 India to U.S. flights that were scheduled on Wednesday. And in a statement provided to Reuters, the Dubai-based Emirates Airlines said it was also canceling U.S. flights due to the operational concerns associated with the planned deployment of 5G mobile network services in the U.S. Now, the airline said that it affected destinations were Boston, Chicago, Dallas-Fort Worth, Houston, Miami, Newark, Orlando, San Francisco, and Seattle. And they also said that we are working closely with aircraft manufacturers and the relevant authorities to elevate operational concerns, and we hope to resume our U.S. services as soon as possible. Now, that statement was from Emirates Airlines. So again, guys, hey, this 5G deployment, something is wrong with it because the airlines believe that it will interfere with the flights that are administered by these top airlines. As far as the budget airlines go, as far as Spirit and Frontier, I don't believe that it will affect them whatsoever. But so far, we only know about the large airlines in the U.S. Now, moving on to some stimulus update news, guys. Hey, we do have another guaranteed basic income program that's going to be starting in North Carolina. Yes, this article right here talks about North Carolina City is going to give $500 a month to 129 formerly incarcerated people. It says that in less than 2 weeks, 129 formerly incarcerated individuals in Durham will be chosen to participate in the city's Guaranteed Basic Income pilot program. Now, the program is known to excel, will start giving out $500 a month to formerly incarcerated individuals sometime in March. Now, in order to qualify, the participants must be 18 years old as well as live in Durham County and will be within 5 years of incarceration. Now, the Step Up Durham is the nonprofit organization managing this particular pilot program. The application period ended on Sunday, and Step Up Durham Executive Director Sarita Hill said that they received more than 300 applications for this particular program. Now, the goal was to get 129 individuals, but they ended up having 340 responses applied for this particular Guaranteed Basic Income pilot program. program. Now, Hill said that over the next week and a half, 129 individuals will be randomly selected by the Center for Guaranteed Income in Pennsylvania. And she said it's not easy for individuals who are just getting out of prison to find work and housing. But there's a lot of penalties that this community continues to face even after they come out of incarceration. Hill said that $500 a month will go a long way in helping someone get back on their feet. This particular funding can help them with housing, it can help them with food, and with their other responsibilities as well. The program is being funded by grants from private donors, including Twitter. Now, Hill said that making sure that these individuals have the money for food and housing while they are looking for a job and trying to get ahead is one way to help keep them on the right path and work to keep crime down. And Hill also said that we have to figure out a way to stop penalizing people for the mistakes that they have made and broken systems that they have been caught up in the past. We have to have them really think about if we don't have everyone in our community thriving, the impact that has on our entire community can be devastating. So guys, this particular guaranteed basic income is only for $500 a month for people that have been incarcerated over the past 5 years. And then in addition to that, guys, hey, I told you in the title of this video today that President Biden is now apologizing. Now, what I mean by that is because he actually had his anniversary, his 1-year anniversary being in office on yesterday. And in this article, it says that Biden says he didn't overpromise the American people. Now, what I believe he was trying to say is that he's going to apologize for not doing the things that he promised the American people on the campaign trail. But in this article, guys, it says that President Biden insisted on Wednesday that he did not overpromise on his agenda amid a series of setbacks at the 1-year mark of his presidency, making the case that his administration has made progress in fighting the COVID-19 pandemic and on other fronts. He said that I didn't overpromise, and what I have probably overperformed what anybody thought would actually happen, Biden said in a response to a question at his first news conference of 2022. He said that I think if you take a look at what we've been able to do, you'd have to acknowledge we've made enormous progress. Biden said on Wednesday that his administration has made enormous progress on the virus, specifically adding it's actually getting better. As well as Biden said his challenge has been getting Republicans on board with making things better in this country. He said, I did not anticipate that there would be such effort to make sure that the most important thing was that President Biden didn't get anything done. Adding that, what are Republicans for? What are they for, guys? Biden suggested that he would do more in the coming weeks to talk about his accomplishments and draw a contrast with Republican lawmakers. He said that what I have to do in the change in tactic, if you will, I have to make the case to the American people that we are for. We have passed a lot. We have passed a lot of things that people don't understand all that's in it. Understandably, adding that we would make the case directly to Americans across the country about what the Democrats have actually accomplished. He said that I tell my Republican friends, here I come. Here I come. This is going to be about what are you for? Biden said. Biden put the new strategy to test throughout the news conference, asking what Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell and other Republicans are for, to suggest that have no agenda behind obstructing his own. Yes, guys. I mean, this article goes on and on. I don't really want to go through it, but what President Biden is saying that he's trying to defend himself because he knows for a fact that he promised the American people a lot of things on the campaign trail. And here we are a year later on his anniversary. And a majority of those things, President Biden has yet to accomplish most of those things. For number one, he said that he would provide an increase to the Social Security Administration and the recipients, as well as SSI, SSDI, Social Security recipients, and VAs and railroad beneficiaries. He promised those individuals that he was going to change the Social Security platform in the program because he believes that they deserve to be receiving more money because they are just not getting enough, especially now that the inflation numbers are rising like crazy. So that's just one thing that President Biden promised on the campaign trail. And there is just a list of other things as well. But I don't want to go through that list, guys. You already know what they are. But President Biden has not upheld the things that he promised on the campaign trail. And here we are 1 year later, and he is having to justify and talk about at a press conference exactly what he has been able to accomplish while he has been in office. But the American people are calling him out, saying that, look, you told us that you were going to do this, you told us that you were going to do that, and here we are 1 year later, and you have yet to do those things that you promised us. You promised the American people on the campaign trail, and here you are stuck with dealing with the Republicans resisting everything that you put on the table in the Biden administration and unable to get any of those pieces of legislation passed because you have yet to secure 50 votes in the Senate in order to pass any piece of legislation. Right now, we already know that they are dealing with the voting rights bill being passed in the Senate, but they need 60 votes because they are unable to remove the filibuster because they need at least 50 votes to do just so. But those individuals in the Senate are in opposition, which is Senator Joe Manchin and Senator Christine Sinema, and they are the key to passing and removing that filibuster in order for them to move forward with only needing 50 votes in order to pass the Voting Rights Act. But instead, these two individuals continue to be in opposition to everything that the Biden administration wants to pass legislation on. So yes, guys, all in all, like I said, President Biden is now apologizing to the American people, but he's doing it in a different way, trying to actually defend himself and talk about the smaller things that they have been able to accomplish in the Biden administration. But I want to know what you guys think, guys. Let me know down below in the comment section exactly how you think President Biden and the Biden administration has performed over the last 365 days. But anyways, guys, hey, that's just the information that we have so far today. I hope this information was helpful to you. Hey, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. Now, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you end up liking today's video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.